Well, hello, Mabel Rush. It is time again for barrels, bites, and bids. It's for the kids, folks. Let's get our hands together and get ready to fly those bid cards. It's going to be a great time. Hey, I'm Auctioneer Patrick, and I couldn't be more happy to be joining you today as we kick off another barrels, bites, and bids for the kids. I want to remind you as you tune in today, please go ahead and say hello. Feel free to ask any questions in the chat. Toree and I would love to answer those questions for you. And speaking of Toree, our first year auction share at Mabel Rush and doing a bang up job, just killing it every day. Put your hands together for the one and only Toree McQueen. Toree, how are you?
Hey, Patrick. I'm good. And honestly, like this is something that kind of landed in my lap. And I think my team has done a really good job making me look good. So it's not just me, but I am excited we are able to have this. It is a huge undertaking, and we've gotten feedback that a lot of people wanted to bring back the live event auction. So I'm very excited to help with this, and all the other parents that are involved are super excited to bring this back to Mabel Rush this year, as we just did the online one last year. Um, and yeah, we had some really great donors helping out. So, of course, we want to thank them, because without them, we would not be able to do this. So, this year we will be back at the Cultural Center. So, if you haven't seen that yet, we will be back there. They've been a great venue for us, and it's super close to the Newburgh community. So, it's even walkable. But yeah, we're really excited to bring back the live auction in addition to the online auction, which has worked so well for us.
Yeah, absolutely. And Cynthia Reyes is in the house and says hello, and she's already clapping us up. So hey, Cynthia, thanks for tuning in. Hey, as you mentioned the event next week at the Chehalem Cultural Center, I want to make sure everybody knows tickets are still available. Is that correct?
Yes, tables and tickets are still available. We're just shy of our goal. We wanted to get at least like 100 something people in the room, but 100 would be a ideal goal. And this year we really want to get new families in the room also that have yet to come. So I know a lot of families were a little hesitant because they don't know other parents. So were hesitant to come out. But this is your chance to actually meet parents, especially, the younger years. It's good because you're going to be at Mabel Rush for hopefully the next 5 years. So get in there and meet people early. It's a really fun event to let loose. I mean, there'll be food, drinks, socializing, shopping, games. So all this fun environment for you guys to meet other parents that you like. So if you don't know anyone, I still highly encourage you to get out. This is your opportunity to meet people. And then the fifth grade parents who sometimes are a little bit checked out, like get in the room, because this is going to be more important than ever. We are raising funds for fifth grade outdoor school. There has been a huge deficit this year, as I see that that's a major concern, even for kindergarten parents now. As you know, once there's a deficit, there seems to always be a deficit in education. So this is something we really want to emphasize and raise money for as well. So we got to get these fourth, fifth grade parents in the room as well. So yeah, I'm just really excited. Cynthia showing up here. She's been on the back end of this auction as well. So she worked her butt off. But yeah, this is an opportunity to get everybody in the room and have fun. There's tickets for sale. Go get your table so you can sit with friends, or just show up single handed and meet some new people.
Yeah, that's one of the great things I love about your event, Toree, is that it's early in the school year. And so it turns out that it's a wonderful environment to get to meet some of the people that you've been waving to in the drop off or the pickup line that you don't know yet. And your community has always been so welcoming and friendly, and it's a great environment, you know. So yeah, absolutely. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, you've been concerned about it, you want to get your tickets. Hey, and an event like this, you mentioned, we're raising funds over the next 9 days, and some of it's going to go to the fifth grade outdoor school. But PIE also funds all sorts of other things too, correct?
Yes, absolutely. And I think a lot of parents, I know that when I was new to, Mabel Rush, I had no idea how much pie gave to the school. So, for instance, all the field trips, all the teacher allocations, that STEM room that we are so lucky to have, like those programs, not every elementary school has that. And we're able to do that because of the parent group and all the funds that we raise. Annually we give over $50,000 to the school that is outside the school's budget for our school directly. So, all like I said, all the field trips, the outdoor school, the STEM room, the Lego wall, basketball hoops, anything that goes towards anything extra on the playgrounds, teacher allocation. So all these resources, it's from parent group. It's not necessarily from the state funding.
Right. Yeah. And that I think is really important for people to understand. These things that are funded through that event are the things that make Maple Rush really special. It's a wonderful school, but bringing the community together and everybody raising their bid cards, make sure that the kids get those special experiences and opportunities in their education that they may not get if it wasn't for events like this. So kudos to you and the entire committee for putting it together. I'm happy to be a part of it. And how about we dive in and tell people how they could get involved? Does that sound like a good plan?
Oh yeah. Do you mean how they can get involved in a parent group?
Yeah, no, how they can get involved and start bidding and helping us support what we're doing here this next
Oh,
9 days. Let's do
okay.
it.
Well, our live bidding just opened up. Yes, our live bidding just opened up. So the catalog is there for you and available to start bidding. So you do not need tickets to register to bid online. So I want to emphasize that for anybody who cannot attend the live event. This event is starting now. Go to the catalog. Anything in there you can bid on. And this is for online. So it's free to join, but start bidding, bid high, bid often. Start, you'll recognize some of the names on there. If you see items you like, you can start, putting your bids out there and start competing against some familiar faces, which is always fun element to this. Um, and the online auction goes all the way past the live event on October 25th. So we will close this live auction next Sunday, October 26th. So you have some time. So have fun with this. Send this to grandparents that are out of state, aunts, uncles that want to be involved. That's what's kind of nice about this, as long as you can get them their items, because we typically don't mail the items. So as long as someone is able to pick up the items, the information for pickup is on the site, so you guys can look at that. That's going to be a fun pickup event at Chehalem Valley Brewing this year, but more on that on the site. But the biggest thing here is participants. So we worked hard on the back end to get a lot of businesses on board this year to help support Maple Rush, but it's only as good as the participants in it. So jump in there, start bidding, there's a lot of fun things in there. There's also a few things for like the party board. So you'll see some, fun things that we're doing an impact action sports paintball ish. It's low impact paintball for third through fifth. So that's new this year. And you don't have to bid on that. You can just buy a ticket for your kid. It's pizza and some fun paintball for third through fifth graders. And it's on a no school day. So we try to set the date there so that everybody can plan on that and give your kids something to do when they don't have school. So anyways, some new items as well. So go check it out. I'm excited for you guys to see all this. But again, it's only as good as the participants. So you guys got to bid, 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 bid.
All right, Tori, I'm going to walk people through how to get involved in case they are new to the auction. And the best way to get started is go to the website, and there it is on your screen. It couldn't be easier. I'm also going to add a QR code to the top left of the screen. So feel free to go ahead and get on the website. Once you get on it, folks, it's going to look like you see on your screen here. And if you have a sign in button or a sign in button up here, that probably means one of two things. Either you're registered and signed out, or you haven't registered yet. I'm going to encourage you to register for the auction. That way you get up to date with all of your bidding opportunities anytime you're outbid, things of that nature. So go in and register. It also allows us to stay in touch with you with updates about the auction as an event. So please get in and register. You will need to put down a credit card if you are going to bid. If you're just going to look through the online catalog, make sure that you don't have to put a credit card down unless you're going to start bidding. And then I always want to remind folks, Toree, that they will receive a statement via the email before we just automatically charge their credit card. They'll have an opportunity to review their expenses. They can even change the credit card at that time, but make sure that you register. And when you register, folks, you're going to get an email from our platform at Auctioneer, and they will show you how to download the mobile app. And I highly, highly encourage you to download the mobile app because it gives you so much more flexibility in your bidding and to monitor all the action of the auction. So I've already registered myself. So I'm going to click over to another screen. And when I do, you can see now I'm at the top here. That's how I know that I am in the event. And we've got a lot going on. First of all, I mentioned tickets. If you haven't gotten your tickets, you can still buy a table and invite the whole neighborhood or your whole family, your friends from the office, whatever works. Or you buy an individual ticket, show up and meet some new folks. It's always a good time at Mabel Rush. I also want to mention that we have a lot going on. So we have multiple types of auctions. And so the one that is open right now is our online auction. In our online auction, you can click right here and it'll take you to the online auction catalog. And Toree, there's 196, almost 200 packages in your online auction. So start bidding now because you've got a lot of packages to peel through. And Toree mentioned right out of the chute some of these great experiences that we have where they're what we call you're buying a ticket for your child to participate. That's why it says buy it now. You can click right on that. You can see that some folks have already purchased some. This one they have not yet. So want to get in on this paintball and pizza party for 3rd and 5th graders, you can get in there right now. Same with our water fight. I know that I saw some were bought earlier this morning. It must have been the 3rd and 5th graders. And in that, the way it works, Toree, the 3rd and 5th graders know how much fun this is. So they've already started buying them for their kids, right? And when they're sold out of the 50, they are gone. So make sure that you get in on those special party board type of experiences. And then you will see through here, there's an incredible amount of things. We put all the activities with the teachers and the art and all that right up at the front because that's always the most exciting part of the Mabel Rush auction that people want to see is their kids' art and the activities they can do with their kids' teacher. So those are right up in front. And then we have just a slew of different items. I'm going to scroll through here with 196. I am going to jump to the second page, and I'm going to pick one to bid on just to show folks how to bid here, Toree. And my truck needs a little bit of tender love and care. So poor Gordon Hartung's about to get outbid here. But here's the way this works, folks. You click on an item, it's going to tell you that bidding ends in 9 days plus bid extension. So as Toree was mentioning earlier, the bidding for our online auction will begin to close at noon on Sunday, October 26th. And what I mean when I say begin to close is that's because we have the feature called bid extension active in our software. And what that means for folks is that if an item receives a bid in the last 5 minutes before the bidding is scheduled to close, so in other words, 11:55 a.m. to noon, a week from this coming Sunday, if it gets a bid in that period of time, it will notify the person who just got outbid, but it will also extend the closing time 5 minutes so that they have time to bid again. So I'm gonna caution you, don't just assume that you've won all your bids if it's 11:59 and a half, because somebody could still come in and bid and it will kick that closing time another 5 minutes. That's also a great reason, Toree, why people need to get in early, right? Don't worry about trying to be the last person to place a bid because you're not going to be that person. It will automatically extend, okay? The next thing I want to notice here is it tells you the current high bid is $20. It looks like Gordon's got the $20 bid. And then it says the next bid must be at least $30. Now, when I look at this package, Toree, it's got a lot of great things in it. $245 value. Wow. Well, you know what? Here's the way I look at it, because I'm not trying to win it, Toree. I'm just trying to raise some more money for Mabel Rush PIE to send kids on trips and take care of outdoor school expenses and all the amazing things that PIE does for the kids there at Mabel Rush. But I would spend $100 on this package, but I'd love to get it for 30. Okay. So here's the value of starting to bid early. I heard you say they've got plenty of time to bid. That's true, Toree, but I want them to bid today, because this is the way you're going to get the best deals while also supporting the kids at Mabel Rush. And the way it works is I'm going to place a $100 bid, but this button right here, it says place as a proxy bid. Now, this is a great feature of the online software we use from Auctioneer. And what will happen is by clicking on that button, the computer will make sure that I stay in the lead at the lowest level possible. So it's going to set my bid at $30. But if somebody comes in and bids 40, it'll move me to 40 to always keep me in the lead up to the $100 max that I put on the proxy bid. You following that, Toree? Did I teach you something, or did you already know that because you're kind of a professional?
I'm not a professional at this, but this is much like escalation clauses in real estate. And I did know this from last year, but it is very similar. Basically, protect, if you're working and you want to get in early, put in your, $40 bid or whatnot, but then say, okay, while I'm busy, if someone keeps bidding in here, put me at the top up until $100. That way, that it's kind of running for you. Stocks, real estate, all options,
all sorts of things. And the nice thing about it, Toree, is if you wanted to wait until that person bid 40 without the proxy bid set, then you would have to bid 50, right? And you may never get to 50 if you had set the proxy bid. You may have won it at 40. So this is the best way to get the best values, all while supporting our friends at Mabel Rush. So once you get ready to place that bid, I've got the proxy bid set. I've set it at $100. I'm going to hit bid. It's going to make sure that I want to bid up to a maximum of $100. Every now and then I put an extra zero in there, and we don't want to do that. So there we go. And looky there, another bidder has already placed a maximum bid of $100. So my man Gordon, he's not foolish. He knows how to get the best deals, right? So we're going to add to it. I'm going to go to 150 and see what happens. Now, I do have the option. I could have closed without bidding on this, Toree, but I'm going to go ahead, and because we're raising money, and every bid is helping raise money for Mabel Rush PIE. So there we go. So the next bid must be at least 120. I've got the top bid right now at $110. Okay. So that is a fantastic situation. That's the way, folks, that you always try to make sure you get the best deals. Now, the other thing I want to share with you while we're still on this screen, friends, is that you're going to come across items and you're going to say, you know what, that's not for me, but I know somebody that it's for, that would be a really cool item that they would like to bid on. And they, like you said earlier, Toree, they don't have to have a ticket to Barrels, Bites, and Bids for the kids. They just have to have an internet connection and a credit card to bid, right? We'll take everybody's money. So if I wanted to share this item, not the entire event, if I just wanted to share this individual item, I could click on this right here. It will give me a link that I could drop in an email or a text. I could also post it to my Facebook. So when I click on this, it's going to actually generate a post on my Facebook page of that item. So friends in the community of Mabel Rush, I know many of you want to see you want to see the event be so successful. Go on there and share items that you think would be popular in your community and your group of friends, and put it on there and say, hey, here's a great way to support my kids at Mabel Rush. So jump on that. You can share it on X, or you can share it on Facebook. You can also just get a link and put it out there however you want. If you do choose that you want to show the entire event, right, like Toree was saying, you want to send it, you want to send the event to grandparents or uncles and aunts and cousins and brothers and sisters and things of that nature. Right down here at the bottom, it says share this event. And this is on the bottom of every page, Toree, so that folks can share the entire event with whoever else. So if you're thinking about getting some buddies to buy tickets and join you at the big event at the Chehalem Cultural Center, go ahead and drop in there, and it will share it to all of these different links on your social media accounts. Hey, Toree, you've got, I talked about that you have multiple types of auctions going on. And right up here at the top, we also have our live auction preview. Okay. And this is cool because this is, you were talking about a live auction. That's what I'm going to talk really fast next Saturday at the Chehalem Cultural Center at the main event. But we want people to be able to take a look at the things they're going to be able to bid on. They just can't bid yet. They have to be in the room next week on Saturday night at the Chehalem Cultural Center if they want to bid. And you have put together an incredible group of packages here, a couple of coastal trips. You got a ride to school in a police car. How cool is that, Toree?
It's pretty cool. I mean, these are some things that mean a lot to the kids. We put them as priceless because they truly are priceless. So I think this is the opportunity to get your kids something that not every kid gets to have. These are once in a lifetime options for them in these pertinent years of childhood. So they really are priceless, and not every kid gets to do it. They're only in elementary school once, and it only goes to one kid. So they're pretty
Absolutely.
popular.
I have to ask, did donuts come with this package?
I mean, I don't think it's on there, but I that
I
would be
think we could
ideal.
arrange it though.
But
We'll see. We'll see. Somebody will bring
I
donuts if
it's
we're going.
yeah, that's an easy ad.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
going to be
but
awesome. Hey, we've also got a couple of beautiful homes on the Oregon coast. This one here, in particular, donated by the Emerson family. Wow, this is for 3 nights, up to 6 guests, right? Right above,
yeah,
high above Lincoln City. There, pretty cool spot.
yep, yep. No, we're super grateful to have such great families that have been involved in the auction and have given up their private like homes or their private vacation homes towards the Mabel Rush auction. So these are families like the Emerson family, the Parrish family. They have given up their own home for a week or 3 days or whatever it says in there, strictly for parents to raise money for the kids. So we are super grateful for these families for giving these opportunities.
Yeah, and here's the Parrish family home down at Rockaway Beach. This is a 5 night stay. So that's going to be
Mhm.
pretty special home right there in Rockaway. I don't care what the weather's like. If you're hanging out in this home, you're pretty comfortable down there at the Oregon coast. So get ready, folks. If you're thinking about you are going to be at Barrels, Bites, and Bids for the Kids next week at the Chehalem Cultural Center, get your bid card ready. We've also got an opportunity. The amazing Mai Tais or Margaritas vacation is back in the Mabel Rush auction. And this is a cool package where folks will get their choice of whether they go 5 nights to the Waikiki Beachcomber Hotel, or they could choose 5 nights in an all inclusive resort, which we have several that are throughout Mexico and the Dominican Republic. So you either get to go lodging only package at Waikiki or 5 nights at one of several different resorts available in the Dominican Republic and Mexico. So it's going to be, there should be some hot and heavy bidding on that package next Saturday night. And of course, the always popular principle for a day. And it wouldn't be a Mabel Rush event without Hutch and Lucky's, would it?
No, no. Again, huge, huge staple in our community, and so, so grateful to have them. They will be there at the event. They're always there participating with a bid card. So definitely come out and support them as well.
Absolutely. And this is in the live auction. This is a catered lunch for 30 from Hutch and Lucky. So if you're a business owner, what a great way to entertain that staff luncheon or customer appreciation. I could see this as an open house somewhere with a Toree McQueen sign in front of it, right? I mean, this could be a fun package. Get creative. Or if you've got that special family event coming up and you just don't want to mess up your kitchen, you want to have Hutch and Lucky's roll into your driveway and serve everybody. What a great package to raise money for the kids at Mabel Rush. It's an awesome, awesome package. Hey, folks, I want to go back here to our homepage because we also have our Amazon raffle, which has always been popular here at Mabel Rush, and we're doing it again. We've got a $25 chance. Look at there, Cindy P just bid on the Costco gift card. But we have a $500 Amazon gift card that we're going to be spinning the wheel of names next Saturday night to identify who wins. And you can't win if you don't have a ticket, Toree. So you've got to get your tickets. We're only selling 100. They're $25 a piece. So load up on your Amazon raffle tickets before they're all gone. And once they're gone, they're gone. So make sure you take and check that out. I also want to give a shout out, Toree, and you can probably add some context here. But you've got an incredible group of sponsors that have stepped up to help your event this year.
Yes. So our sponsors are huge. And you know what's unique about our sponsors is not only do they give funds, like straight up cut a check for our event for this auction, but they also are our year-long sponsors. So some of these guys have been around supporting us year after year after year, including Old Town Brewery, Bittner, JK Paint. We've got some new ones here, Polish Homes. That's that big development that's going in out by Mountainside, and then On Point. But Roxy's, even, they just moved in and here they are already supporting. So these are just straight up checks that come to us as sponsorships, and they also help give to this auction and make this happen. So we're really grateful for them. Aside from them, we do have our sponsors that help with the food and the drinks that are going to be there. So we've got Stumptown Taps that their beer and cider will be served. Chehalem Valley Brewing beer, a couple options will be served there, as well as all of these vineyards that have donated some wine. Stoller, Hazelford, I'm trying to say Chehalem, Alexana,
Yeah.
McKinley, Jacob Martin. I mean, all these wineries plus more for the.
Whoops. Toree will be back in a moment. But I want to echo Toree's comments there. Great lineup of supporters here, not only as sponsors, but also helping us out with the service of food and beverages at the event. What a great community events coming along. And hey, folks, if auctions aren't your thing and you get to the event and you're not available to come next Saturday, and maybe there isn't something that really sticks out to you, or maybe you just want to make a donation to help PIE to fund the incredible work that it's doing with all of the upgrades and outdoor school and the field trips, you can make a donation right here, and we would love to acknowledge your generosity at the event. So make sure that you jump in there and go to town. Now, I'm hoping that Toree will log back in here in a second, because I was going to let her tell us all about the exciting stuff. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the things that I know, and it's always fantastic. I want to make sure that that you know all about the event. We're going to be at the Chehalem Cultural Center. It's going to be at 6 o'clock. Doors open. Doors will open at 6 o'clock next week on Saturday for barrels, bites, and bids. Okay. And we'll be having a wonderful time. Hutch and Lucky's will be serving food. You'll get your charcuterie. You'll get a drink. We've got a lot more beverages for purchase. It's going to be fantastic. And don't feel overwhelmed. As Toree mentioned earlier, this event is for parents, it's for grandparents, it's aunts, uncles, friends, neighbors, and any other adult supporters of Mabel Rush Elementary School, and especially new parents to the community. This is a great, fantastic time to get together and meet some folks in a casual atmosphere without our kiddos running all over the place. We've got just an adult-only event. It's going to be fantastic. And then we're not going to let the party end when we're done around 9 o'clock there at the Chehalem Cultural Center. We're going to be moving over to Bronco Kelly's, and we got an after party set up at Bronco Kelly's, the new cowboy bar there in beautiful Newburgh, Oregon. So it's going to be a heck of a lot of fun. It's going to be just amazing. So jump in, get your tickets. They're right here. It's really an affordable event, folks. You can get an individual ticket for $25, and that will be your initial investment. You can buy a whole table. You can buy a whole table if you want for $175. But don't waste any time. Get in there and get your tickets. Toree, I was just sharing with the folks that we've got an incredible event set up for next week. Doors open at 6. We got everybody's welcome, especially new parents. We're going to have our online auction going, our live auction. We'll also have a bucket auction going. We've got the Amazon raffle we're going to draw. We got a wine wall. We've got so many activities. Hutch and Lucky's serving dinner. You can pick up if you want some Hutch and Lucky's for your main dish. Go out there and place your order, and they'll make it up for you. It's going to be fantastic. But I think the exciting part is you got an after party this year. I was just sharing with the group when we lost you. That's going to be at Bronco Kelly's. What can you tell me about that?
All right. So, again, very generous. I spoke with the owners, Kel and Kelly. So it's Kel and her husband, Kelly. They just opened Bronco Kelly's, and I know everybody's been excited to have them in Newburgh. This year, we want to show them some love. They're going to be packed because it's only their second week, but she said she'll make room for us. So just to get on over there right after. We usually wrap up the auction around 9 o'clock ish, and then you already have a sitter, so everyone wants to continue the party. I had a chance to go into Bronco Kelly's already, and it's a fun scene. They play great music, have great staff, and there's pool and games there as well. So it's just a fun scene, and we're going to give them a nice warm welcome to Newburgh.
Absolutely. That's going to be fantastic. I'm excited to hear that. Going to be a lot of fun there. Folks, don't forget, if you haven't started bidding yet, all you got to do, go to ourschool.auction at Mabel Rush Auction 2025. Bid high and bid often as we support the incredible students and all the work the PIE does to make their experience even better when they are at school. Is there anything out there that we've left off, Toree, that you want to touch base on before we sign off and let people get back to their bidding?
No, just that I encourage you, even if you don't fully know someone who's going to the event, to come to the event. You do get the ticket alone. We price them so that way it's affordable for people to come out. It does include a free beverage. I don't know if Patrick already hit this when I got kicked out, but it does include a free beverage, a dessert, a drink. Oh, that is a free beverage, charcuterie bites. So just the ticket alone gets you the entry in that. So we do try to make it affordable to let everybody join in on the fun. But again, lots of games, raffles, stuff that you don't see that's not in the catalog is going to be up for grabs there. So it's really, really fun event, and we encourage everybody to come if you can. But yeah, start bidding. Have fun with it.
Absolutely. It's going to be fantastic. I'm so honored to be back with you again this year, Toree. You've done a great job, you and Nicole and the whole team, putting this event together. It's going to be a lot of fun to see some old friends from Mabel Rush next Saturday night at the Chehalem Cultural Center. Until then, friends, you know what to do. Bid high and bid often. It's been great talking to everybody. We'll see you next week at the Chehalem Cultural Center. Thanks, Toree.
Thank you, Patrick. Yep. Thank you, Patrick.